Hello. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time zone world you all are. It's your blue gacha whale, beginner artist, self-proclaimed, and your boy Tosa. Welcome to the arts. For today, I will be drawing YouTuber fan art again, and I get to every week, and it's this time of Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English, Tempus, Vanguard. Hello, hello. I will try my best to complete it within 2 hours, or maybe a little bit over 2 hours, since I have a little bit of a deadline and have to do something after the stream. So I hope I'm done in time. The theme I want to draw here with Shinri is that he is carrying a big backpack, big oversized backpack, and makes a little bit more sense for the funniness, or it being funny if it's like a GB form. So I'm gonna draw him in this. I think I'm gonna go for his suit when he's not wearing the jacket, the jacketless, suit form, and then without the bow tie. I saw he played a lot of Project Zomboid since 2-3 weeks, and if I can, I try to watch. And he has this kind of playstyle where he wants to be strong and has a lot of carry weight. So I think this kind of setting with him wearing a very big backpack does fit here. Maybe he can make use of it. I don't know. But at the very least something or that's fitting for Project Zomboid. If I want to have that. But also thinking, shall I draw background? Probably not. Maybe I cannot. We're gonna see what he will do. I like playing Project Zomboid. And I find kinda nice. I find it nice that some Holostars plays it again. I don't remember Haka did playing it, but I think he still struggles with fighting zombies from what I remember. When you watch Vesper's stream, he explained it really nicely, and visuals and how to tackle one, and then how to reserve your stamina and everything. But the boys, yeah, most of the boys are not able to play that very well, especially Vanguard. HQ was decently okay. They got the basics down. When you fight a zombie, you don't rush towards them. You take step backwards, and then push, and if they fall, then you can approach, get onto their chest so that they can't stand up, and then aim and stomp their head, your feet, your weapon, something like that. And if you wanna reposition, you don't necessarily sprint, or dash, just walk normally, or if you have to backstep, then right click, and then step backwards while facing your. The boys play it it's any other game where stamina's endless, and it's kind of a little bit hard to, it's a little bit I have to be patient to look at that, but also don't want to backseat too much, if they have that freedom in playing, it's the best. You know what? But if it came like to group dynamic, and they had like the project summer college, Ryoma, Xander, and Hakawe, then it was like more forgivable, I would like say. Even if you're not good at a game, if you're at least entertaining, you know, then it does make up for this one's weakness. I like really much. And you're just like here for the vibes instead of like, you know, expecting like decent gameplay. With Vespa, like how he introduced that, it was like kind of a mix of both. Where he does like know how to play, and all the things he like imagined in real life would like work out in the game as well. With Shinri, it's just like he likes like the game knowledge. He plays like on sandbox like recently. At the beginning it was like survival mode, now it's like sandbox mode, like created like after your own taste, you know, like how you prefer to play, you know. If you have like sandbox, you can like also like have this setting that zombies do not spawn, you know, don't respawn in a sense. And then in this, then you might be able to clear if you like make sure all of them are like, you know, not dangerous anymore, that they're like not never stand up again. I don't know, like you can't color a zombie really, since they're already dead, right? Like the undead. But yeah, for me, like how I would like do my playstyle is just that I play how the developers intended to. Apocalypse was like originally like how you're like supposed to play, and then I like stick to that. But so like fighting is like pretty hard though. Surviving is like, yeah, if it's like especially a lot of ones of undead. And if it's like build 42, your combat is also like nerfed. You have like to rely on, yeah, a lot of other things there. But there's like the crafting that's like helpful, that got like pretty much buffed. But I thought like this was maybe not so bad of a thing, but after like saw some people who like played that and then had like a little bit more of a review, it doesn't do so much. The idea is like nice, but right now the game doesn't need it really. To like solve the mid and end game problem. Like the early game is like pretty fun, really like challenging, but once like you got like rid of most of the problems, that you have like water, you have like food, you have like a shelter, you like past the helicopter event, like day 5. And yeah, there's like not so much, even like after water and electricity shuts down, it gets like pretty much boring, I would like say. If you don't really have a constant struggle or like a goal really. I do like that it's like a sandbox and that the story is like just more environmental storytelling, when like there are like some radio stations, TV, you know, recordings. And that you can get lore via that, but yeah, there's like not much of there's not much of threat, you know, that like there's not really a point in the game where you feel like, yeah, it feels complete, I'm like done with everything. Not really. A game like about, you know, this is how you died. Like just like in the beginning when you're like spawning with your character and then it goes in the loading screen. So you have to be the one to make your own goal, you know, like some 100. Like things you want to do before you turn to a set. saw the title of my Kami Oshi name, so I came by, cause no boys is streaming. Chill here while game. Hey, cool. So, hello. Welcome to the art stream. I'm drawing, yes, you're a boy. Yeah, Shinri. Hello, hello. At least I'm trying to. But yeah, for us, like I'm the U, and let's say like usually it's pretty difficult for us if the boys select like streaming times, and when it's like pretty early in the morning for us, or like somewhere in the midnight where we like should be asleep. We recently does like morning stream in this time zone. This is like some in the prime time for us EU pros. So this has been like pretty helpful to be able to watch the streams. Project Zombie especially. I yet like about that as a segue to know him playing that game. Oh, Miyami, welcome to the art stream. First time I'm gonna see you here. Welcome. I'm drawing Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English Tempus. I think it will be my first time drawing. I drew like the other boys. Haka I haven't drawn yet. Back right now? Putting your stream aside BGM. Hey, cool. Hello, Plant Grace. Drawing the Ronin from Tempus. Bro, I fell asleep on your last stream? Yeah, I saw the comments. But I mean, this is like in 10 PM at your time zone. I think like a reasonable time to like fall asleep. Oh, in a few months when Shinri moves, streaming schedule will get flipped around. Yeah, I can imagine that. He streams in the morning, like nighttime for me. Unless he does this like really... I don't know, I can't actually catch up with that. I'm drawing the Hoarding Shinri. Yes. He talks like about that he wants like a lot of carry weight and don't want to like, you know, go back and forth to the base every time when he like is on a looting run. So I imagine him like with a big backpack. Like if we like draw him like in his original form, you know, like not in chibi, but like the big muscular man, then doesn't like look so funny, you know. I mean, like he's hot and he's strong, but this is not the focus, you know. Sleepy right now, but I don't want to miss the stream. In sleep is fine. It's great. And if you can like fall asleep, yeah. While like listening to something you enjoy, this can like make something with the and do something good with the sleep quality. Shinri has also like a great voice, or like rather he has like a unique. Some people like find that really comforting. Was poor enough, so he's bringing the hoarding ambition into the game. Yeah. Hoarding is like not really like that great. If you were like carrying too much, you're not able to climb high fences. You lose like a lot of stamina if you like do that, especially like with a lot of loot, you know. You're getting overencumbered. Yeah, like stamina loss, it gets a lot quicker, and he runs a freaking like when he runs away from like the horde, you know. Like you can't just walk, you cannot walk. I play like quite a bit of Project Zomboids after Vespa like streamed it one time, and then I was like, hey, this is a banger game, like how you introduce it, I wanna play that too. And then yeah, I bought it. I think like with no discounts, just like full price. Like right after Grandpa like did his stream. I think like what brought Shinri to like play that game is like he talked like about, he had like a long row of like Satsudan streams, and I really missed those. And he talked like about zombie apocalypse, that he's probably able to survive that, you know. And besides him, maybe Roos and the leader, Altair. But now that he's like playing some Project Zomboid, which is like a really well-made game, like some zombie sandbox, he actually struggles. He's not even playing Apocalypse mode. He's just like trying to like find his footing, and this struggle, this natural struggle, is like nice to see. Yeah, your voice is never potential. I can see that. I'll just lurk for now since I'm at have fun with the stream. Hey, that's fine. And have success with the work. Zomboids was elastic enough. The Minecraft did the same thing, but they don't have weight debuff. Yeah. There's like a lot of like detailed stuff with Project Zomboid, I must like say, and it's like oddly enough like realistic enough. Like things you can like do in real life can also work in the game. Like there's this thread of like the sheet ropes that you can like have your base in the second floor, and in the first floor you just break the stairs with the sledgehammer, and zombies cannot climb. So if you like have that with the sheet ropes, you can just go back to your base and then don't have to fear that you will get attacked at the night. Something like that. And if it's like still build 41, you can like have your plants, you can farm on the roof, you know, and when rain comes, it's like, you have like water, your farm is getting watered, you know. You have like your rain collectors, water collectors there, and can also like make that with plumbing to like drinkable water. Of course, like this thing with the plumbing only like works in the game, not real life, but you know, if the game is like offering you that option, then you have like pretty much a base that is like unconquerable by like the undead, and it's like kinda cool. I think like none of the boys got so far. Vespa tried it like the multiplayer one for a bit, but then he was like the first one to die, and yeah, it's like kind of like in a zombie apocalypse series, and like the most capable one dies, and then the one who's like the less reliable has like to carry everything. And I stopped commenting means I fell asleep, so he lost the challenge. Also realized there's no basement in mid-stream, he was so devastated. Yeah, I think there was like something with the alarms that were like on house alarms. And then he had to be like, yeah, I can't like go to my base right now. I'm gonna lure them away. Gonna have to make like a round away way. I don't know like how you call it, but he has to take like a different way to like get back to his base. And once he like found out that there was like the meta with like life and living, that you can like level up your skills by watching the TV shows. Yeah, this runs, like every time he went outside for looting, became like a lot more controlled, I would like say, which is like for the better. Like usually it's like more encouraged if you play it like safely and like slowly, rather than like try to rush everything on go. So like the hoarding kind of habits, you have to take it slowly really. like the other skills you can like gain are like not so bad. What he understood at the very least is like without watching a guide or anything, is that thin skins is a good negative trait. Like if you get bitten, it's over anyway, right? So you have to make sure that you never get touched and then you can survive. Means you have to play carefully, but yeah, he still has like this beginner kind of... He's like... I can still see he's like still learning how to play the game. But once he like gets out on how to survive for longer, and yeah, he can have like a pretty good run. Of course, he's like not as enriched as like Vesper, I would like say. But I do like his reactions, like when he sees like things that like really unexpected, like sees things for the first time. You know, like of course when you like eat in the game, you know, like canned food or whatever, you just open the can and then like eat it like directly from the can. But and also when you have like a soup, you know, and a big container that's like for cooking soup, you know, you drink directly from that. And when he saw that for the first time, yeah, I enjoyed his reaction. He just like wheezed. I can't imitate his wheezing, you know. It's just like with this what do you call it? I don't really know. But yeah, while the game is really detailed, it has like some really silly moments there with that you just like chuck down a whole Tetra pack of like milk, or like you know, like just a whole container of soup like going down, you know. After watching Shinri play, I start to understand the game. Last time Sunby was not a good memory. It's like a boy that found something first time and got so happy. Also, yeah, it does help like to watch someone play first. Like with Shinri, it doesn't like feel so scary, you know. Like he plays a lot of games that are like horror themed. He likes to play those games, and can take away your fear, you know. It's just like I'm gonna accompany a big strong man on this ghost trip journey, you know, and it's like that. Even like make sure that when there are like jump scares and like those jump scare sounds, that's like impact is like a lot more reduced for like the viewers. But him, he's like experiences full 100% like how he wants it. Sound engineer, techniker, like he's like the tech boy. And obviously like his skills are valuable. Like he demands the monster go stop in front of him and scare him. Yeah. He does. And there are times he actually gets startled. Maybe not scared, but I do see like his war mode, and he got actually like surprised, you know, like out of nowhere. And you can really quickly die. You can quickly die in this game if you're not careful enough. So it's like understandable. Good watch horror game with Shinri as filter, so I can't really watch. Yeah. He does it really great. It's just like having a friend there. Like if you like play a horror game or like watch a horror game, a horror movie, And then he's just like there next to you. Really chill. He's like doing commentary, like when there's like the game, actually like something scary or like jump scare appears, and he doesn't like show any, you know, typical reaction, you know. He doesn't like show the typical reaction. Then it's like, oh, he's not getting scared. Okay, I'm still safe, you know, like this kind of sentiment. Not really sure like how to make him recognizable. There's like not much on recognizable. Gonna see how. You'll find a lot with all the jump scare. Yeah, I do like his playstyle. But it does also mean that the stream's gonna be a pretty long one. Like some people do like it. Some people do enjoy that though. But just like for me, I can't like watch the stream in one sitting. I have to like dip out at some point and then have to like watch the VOD. Unlike mostly like VOD gang. With Zomboid, oddly enough, that's like within like the sessions he like does with it, it's like oddly enough in a time span where I can like afford to stick for the whole stream. Like 3-hour session. When it's like 2 hours, perfect. 1 hour, I like out too. Every choice, if we saw the game set 2 hours, Shinri would be 4 hours. Yeah, he does explore a lot. Takes it slowly. And also like, he has like a similar play style to me when it comes to that. But for me it's like, once I got to clear the game, I feel like it's completed, you know? I don't feel like I have to do more. Then the stream ends there usually. But I can imagine he still like, he would like try to get all endings. And then yeah, of course it's gonna take longer. He's like a little bit like Aruran in that, I think, like they're like looking for the lore, analyzing for yourself. I do enjoy like Aruran's insights on like and his kind of interpretation on like Undertale lore drops, like when he was in the game. I could imagine like Shinri would like to play this game too. Let's like say it's like kind of the curse on like when like something's overhyped, you like lose the interest on like getting into that for some reason. That's like was the case, it's still the case with him. But just like we know like he will play the game, but like when, you know, when will he play? I think like this game would be perfect for him. Remember when he played one of the horror game back then, he shelved the game, analyze and make a connecting dots from some like that around. Yeah. He does that like, he has like a habit for that. And he is like pretty good at that too. And it can make sense if you like think up. But when you don't really have the context, you know, and you just like hear him about like some scenarios, you know, with like ghost girls, like dating a ghost girl, you know. Can't really like share food with them since they're like not of body, like they don't have a body, they don't have they're just like they face like everything that's like physical, you know, like how you share food together, you know, like when you watch a movie, you know, and then Shinri's like, hey, you want to get a snack or something? Nah, I don't want to. But then maybe you have like at some point like her favorite snack, and then you like tease her, you know, and then you have like the chopsticks in one hand, and I think like what he like said was when you put in the chopsticks into the food like vertically, you know, and it's like offering, and then they can eat something like. And I was kind of like thinking, okay, I see you. You're kind of like genius, you know, like how he can like take all of those things and then create his like dream scenario, you know, like on dating like those ghostly, scary beings. And it doesn't really like sound scary anymore when he's like putting it like that, but at the same time, it's kind of freaky. Like very nerdy, very freaky, you know? And if I think about that, like compared to my first impression of like him, I think he's like the most freakiest out of Vanguard. Like Haka and Leon are very normal. Very good boys compared to him. At the very least, he has a really great filter. He knows like his the time place when he can like say out all of that. But once I actually like witnessed it in a stream of his, like I watched a VOD, and I was like, okay, yeah, you're this kind of person. But to be honest, I'd be like, okay, let him cook, you know, let him cook. Yeah, he's still cute. That with Shinri, and now Shinri is so different. He's still cute. Yeah, he's a Holostars. There's like a reason why he's like here. But yeah, He's pretty much like a comfort streamer. You really you want to chill. Like hopping into streams is like pretty helpful. And he can be unhinged. He's unhinged in his own way. Not like the way I necessarily look for, but you know, as long as it's interesting, I guess like I let him cook, you know. He wouldn't be my first choice as always, but I do like enjoy what he has to offer. Will you put Duffelbag too on Wii? I don't know. I could do that. Could like really go like full back mode, you know, like with the fanny pack back and front. But maybe just on the front. And more I can't really do, I think. Yeah, I have to make sure I don't like draw too much, else it's gonna take too much time. Like I do like the I like to carry a lot of things too, but my approach to the game is like a lot more masochistic, I would say. That I don't really go with a big strength, but with a lot of weaknesses in there. Like things like 0 fitness, 0 strength, and that just my combat skills suck ass, and also my carry rate is like pretty low and stuff. And I have like things to fight with like very high panic, pacifist, like things that really reduce my combat speed. And I play like on apocalypse mode, so like highest difficulty, like how the developers want you to play the game. But oddly enough, I play like carefully enough to like not make those weaknesses like yeah, pain. Like the more negative traits you stack on you, the more points, skill points you receive, and you can use those for like more practical stuff. Like weak stomach, thin skin, like he realized that those are like good negative traits, that are like 3 points, you know? Like you don't want to like drink spicy milk, right? It's like something Vespa and Axel came up with. I think like Axel maybe, spicy milk. With the bleach. Rotten food. Like just don't touch any of that unless you get like a high cook level, and it becomes like irrelevant. And if you never get touched, thin skin is also like you try to remind me when the days to try stuff, but other gadget for convenience. Yeah. There's like this one meme with like a big backpack. It's like kind of like based around that. I'm still like not really done with that yet. Once I'm like satisfied with like the line weight, the sketch and everything, I do continue. It's like more interesting that way. But like roughly first, but at the same time it takes like a little bit of time. Spicy milk, yum yum, event, yes. Like the first time the boys played together, they ended like this up this way. Magni was not. Maybe he was. I think like, yeah, that's like, was maybe like first time. Or maybe the second time, not sure. They did have like a multiplayer. they went like to Louisville. I remember that too. And then all of them got like hurt, bitten or something, and then they just ended it with like drinking spicy milk. It was all in one stream. The second time it was like Magni who like survived the longest. I think like he had a hot dog like still fresh in his pocket or something. But the way he like escaped like the hordes was like kind of smart. Like a horde is like after him. He jumps into a building and then like leaves on the other side. And Zeds follow you like usually where they last have seen you. Like when you once break the line of sight, then they just follow you into the building. But once they're in, they have lost you. Something like that. Like some advanced technique. But then there was like this hot dog in his inventory and was like, yeah, what was the deal with that? I just grabbed the things like closest to me and I thought like maybe I could like use it to distract them. Yeah. That maybe makes sense, I don't know. Sadly there was like no function for that in the game, I think. That you can like throw like the items like something. But in reality it could like work. I also like saw a little bit of a interesting thing in like projects on my Reddit. Like wristwatches, right? There's like this thing like when people like have like a bucket list, they want like to get rich with a lot of stuff. And they get like the gold wristwatches from the jewelry and stuff, and then like they equip not only one but like multiple wristwatches on like the whole arm. And then like the next scenario, zombie attack, he gets like bitten in the arm, but he can like shake the set off, and then like, oh, finally he's dead. But what's with the arm? He like he pulls the shirt off, like upwards, and then it just like shows all the wristwatches, you know. And this has like, it's like jewelry with gold and everything. It's like metal, and then no bite mark, like the watches protected him, like something like my arm. And if this could like work in real life, in Project Summer 2, but there's like the equipment limit, sadly. That would have been a cool idea. You are, it's like cheap mithril armor, yes. But to be honest, like in the zombie apocalypse, you don't have like fantasy stuff really. Like there are mods for that. There's even like a mod for peeing and like taking a dump, you know. But it's not really necessary for like the main gameplay, like to survive. And then at some point die, I suppose. I kind of like somewhat like sympathize with like Shinri's playstyle. To like go everything by foot, you know, don't use a car, the car's loud. But at the same time it kinda like contradicts with his playstyle with like carry weight. Like if you have a car, then you can just dump all your luggage into the car and like travel with that. But to be honest, as a beginner, like dealing like going like from traveling by foot then with the car is also like quite a jump since you have to maintain the car as well. Find spare parts, you know. But yeah, with things that are like not working in real life, cause like things from like fantasy, not in like Void because it's not real life, makes a lot of sense. Cause there can be like a lot of things that you can like cheat with. Sometimes I think like having a bike is like kind of broken in Void, but there are like no downsides to a car. While with a car you can have downsides. And that would make sense for like balancing. To be honest, like with Minecraft I do lose like interest. But it can be like the best game ever or like the most boring game I've like played. I know like X has like struggles with still three. I don't understand that. Oh no, like Minecraft also works with environmental storytelling. It doesn't really like throw it like into your face. But Zombot is like more to read and like listen to, like the TV broadcast or video broadcast. And like the CDs and like tapes you can like find. Get jump scares. Can get jump scares and his placed playthroughs. So cool. Come to the art stream. Drawing Josuiji Shinri from Whole Life. Not Whole Life. Holostars. English. Tempus. Wait, come. Gosh. What I do? Hello Ramano, welcome to the art stream. I'm drawing the Ronin, Shinri, from Tempus, Vanguard. Let's chill, yeah, let's chill. You know how to do that. I do miss like his Satsudan streams, let's say. Shinri Satsudan streams. And it has been like, and also they are like in the perfect length for listen to. Chill, but also got energy to draw him in correct expression. Yeah, I can like imagine that. Like, he seems like, you know, like the first impression you get from him, that he has like a really great filter. He seems like mature and well behaved. But because you have like this image of him, it's like, you know, you don't expect him to do that. And with that, he has like a get out of jail free card. Like when he pranks someone, like out of the Vanguard boys, they think like, is it Haka? Is it Flayon? But they never think of him, right? Something like that. When they like do something of that nature, like pranking someone. No one will suspect him. Yeah, no one will. I think like Ruse might be like someone who has like a good nose for that, you know? But if it's just like for those kind of little innocent things, I'm like sure, yeah, he can get away with that the first time for sure. And I do like think when it comes like to absurd playstyles, I think this like his expression too. He's like he doesn't really care that much. He likes plays how he enjoys it, you know. Of course he knows like the downsides of that, he's aware of like what he's doing, but he still like goes through it, and I can respect it. And also Ramana quote, we have like chat rules by the way. If the things that you're like writing are not related to the stream talking about, I see that as spam, and I can and will time out you or ban you even. So let's stick to the rules, please. You managed to watch this Urban Myth Solution Center? You did a good VA also. Days in a row. This is the second week though. I did see like him tweeting about that, and he did like say that he like loved that game. So yeah, I think maybe I can take a look at that. At the same time, like that's like the thing, if I watch the gameplay already and I don't need to buy the game and play it myself, it's like the dilemma sometimes. Like when it's a really good game, I want to play it myself first, and then I can like watch how someone plays it and like be like, oh, that's like how he played it, that's how he approached that, you know? And then like be curious about his reactions. Oh, he's at this part, you know? Something like that. What about you guys? Do you need like to watch someone play the game fully when you want to play it, or is it just like, you know, like sniffing a little bit, you know, like dipping your toe in, like see how comfortable you are, and then if you like the first impression, maybe play it yourself. Streamer mindset, yeah. On your stream randomly on my homepage, this can happen like recently. But if you don't really like the vibes of the stream or whatever, you know, because it came like randomly, it's not really like because of algorithm, then feel free to skip me. At the very least, I got to meet and Yumi. Small world. Good night to you. You could like really call it streamer mindset, you know, for my side. Maybe I can play the game too, you know. So Shirapan can to the art stream and try and use Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English Tempus. Okay, welcome. I'm like streaming like yeah, it's still stream like long enough time to have like this mindset already that I can play the game too, you know. After I've done that, I can like maybe like see. I think like a lot of the boys, they really like restrain themselves like playing the popular games so that they can like play it on stream and then like get in new viewers. Like a lot of people in, I like to see like more and more like Undertale streams, and Undertale was still this is still like a really good game for like to like stream. It's like pretty timeless. It's kind of like interesting when they like play the first time, which route will they go, what decisions will they make, will they do something to the lovely brother, you know? And if they do, I want to see their reaction when like when they like see the other brother at the end of the game, you know? Something like that. The type to watch first, think if I want to play or not. Some of the games are too brainy for me, like Loop. I prefer to draw and play. Actually, we always set the stream mindset that I'm holding. Yeah. I think like with Minecraft you can play it off stream, you know, like build a little bit, make a little bit of progress so that you're a little bit ahead. But with Zombot you can't really like play it off stream. You can really die easily. He said like something like that. That he has like the urge to like kinda like make progress off stream, like build on some skills or like reorganize the space, but since you can die easily, it's like, yeah, if he like dies off stream and then he comes like with Project Zomboid Part 5, and then he's like, hey, remember all the progress we've done? All the skills we've built, all the loot we've like collected. Yeah. Yeah, Minecraft is fun off stream. Another game that have story or some point, he really is holding himself back. But I do appreciate that he's not a marathon streamer like the other boys, or endurance streamer. I can't really watch for that long. At least like not live. But doesn't like mean that I will like dislike someone. It's such as like the preference, you know. I do like the vibes every boy has, but yeah, it's just like, man. It's like the short burst, I would like say. Maybe it's like also like thanks to like Gen Z, you know. But like shorts or like something like heavily edited videos. You know how the meta goes like into my throat. Then it goes like the meta of like those reaction faces, you know, like Mr. Beast video. They do like all those faces. Like making it as clickbait as possible. And have like a wonderful strong start, you know, with like heavy editing. And yeah. But sometimes it doesn't like lead to a interesting story. I do respect that Shinri's ranting. And he's like open about what he dislikes. But sometimes I do like miss the kind of comments, you know, like perms lost, you know. I think like Magni, for example, he like trash talked like a little bit about, yeah, if I gonna play things like Thief Simulator like first stream and or something, and then the Thief Simulator dev is like watching the stream, is like crying, you know, and then you know, I don't like Magni, let's let them have not the perms while playing that game, you know, something like that. There's like there was this kind of meme going on while it was only like Axel, Altair, Esper, and like but yeah, Shimmy really could like lose pearls if he like trash talks like games for like indie developers, you know, or whatever. I think it's fine if you play stream. Also, it's just dependent on some games so that like the viewing experience. I really do want to prefer having a like depends like playing the stream, like playing the game off stream maybe like for the first time. Like if you play the game for the first time, maybe you can like check it out. If there's anything you have to censor, you know, like some games have like a way out, like something you need to censor or else the game, the video, the live stream gets age restricted. It's like where they're like, maybe like getting showered or something, and they're like in this scenario like naked, something like that. Sometimes it's just like for settings you want to adjust, like sounds, screen, you know, like how well does it look, how does it sounds. There are like many reasons to like play off stream. As long as it doesn't really affect the experience for like the game itself or like the viewers, I think like it's fine. Like it's like the fear of missing out, you know, like if you like make too much progress off stream, then the viewers don't get to see that. And streamers are like aware of that, especially like professional streamers like Shinri. He has like this job and he plans like to do that in Japan. Technically he's like Japanese employee. Like employed in a Japanese company, so he could like do that. Like for work visa, you know, something like that. Still basically preference, not so much because I prefer Shinri swipes nowadays. Sometimes I still watch Gerard because he tends to go long hours, like oh my. Sometimes I do go into Gerard's stream, and I do like him very much, like before he even joined Stars. But man, now he streams like so long. But when it's like short bursts or like clips, it's like fine. Ever watch Cats Drunk Shinri ranting? I don't think so. Don't think so. Is there anything? Maybe a memberships, you know? Yeah, I have to like watch that, I suppose. Last one was on the what? Was on that stream. Time to get spoiled, I suppose. Or maybe I played that stream on stream, game on stream, and then I can watch it afterwards. To be honest, I don't really like know as always. I think like maybe the game selection from Shinri are like pretty friendly for like indie streamers. He like often selects like niche games or like indie instead of like the mainstream. I don't really know what Blueprint is about, but I also like saw recently that someone from Holostars streamed that too. Can't remember like who. I think like CC? With the vibes, huh? I did like prefer really much Magni and like Vespa. I think like they were like the reason why I like stick around so much and like supported the boys. Like for Ian's side. For JP's side, I already like to watch Astel, Reeling Sun, Roberu. Aura was like, I think like I had like a little bit of my preference of like older men, you know, like old people. Even if they are like not old people like behind the avatar, you know, but like just on the appearance. But yeah, maybe there was like the desire of like having actually like someone wise there. Someone with like experience, like who did a lot of FAFO. But Vespa shows us like openly, Shinri is like more calm, but he still like sometimes shares his like crazy stories. It's just like he doesn't repeat those stories, you know, he keeps like every stream like authentic, you know. I like that. And sometimes I do hear the story again when he's a collab stream, someone asks him about a specific thing, then he like you know, like it's like pulling that out of his memory on command. To find any game, hard for him to ask for terms because some of them don't even open their account anymore. Ah yes, yeah. Like I think maybe like these are like the developers are like hard to contact. It can take like time on the perms. Like the perm talk, yeah. Could make it more oversized, you know. I was like thinking maybe I'm gonna do it like that, you know, just like a bundle, just like that behind him. Maybe I could do that. Just like looks like a really big backpack, school backpack. Maybe I could do it. Maybe it's more funny, but I'm gonna save first. Doesn't really have to be have a proper shape. It just needs to like be something on his back and oversized. He's a strong man, he can carry that. Oh, he did 2 interviews with Games Lines and Ultracast. Interviews were really insightful. Hey, that's fantastic. A dream come true, I would like to say. Bruce, for example, got also like to talk with creator of Homestuck, I think, Homestuck. And it was like, it is one of Bruce's favorite things. So yeah, I can imagine that. Oh, not this one. Well, Shinri looks strong. Just make it like this. Something round. Doesn't really have to be like perfect. And then I'm gonna be like, I don't know, maybe a thumbnail title will be like, well yes, I do like to carry out a lot of things. How could you tell? Maybe put some ghost icon to make more heavier. Oh gosh, I don't know all the references, to be honest. Usually I listen to his streams, I don't like see what's on stream mostly. I'm like a listener, son. not watch us, not someone who's like watching. Like when it's like, thank you for watching, I'd be like, yeah, I didn't watch, you know. I don't get thank yous for that. But I do like how the JP like do that, you know. They're gonna call chat listeners, son, you know. And if they end the stream, they say like something along the lines of "Kite kurete arigato." Like kite is like listen, you know. Like thank you for listening. While in the West it's like, wow, thank you for watching, but I'm not watching. I'm just listening while I'm at work, like something like that. So yeah, maybe it's like the reason why I like the Japanese streamers a lot more, like the JP Holostars as well. Why I did like had a liking with them. Nah, they actually not, but just like the culture, you know. He likes a lot of ghost monsters, many monsters and ghosts, men and women. Yeah, I also like it's not only like the gender, but also like he does like mannequins or something like that, and he went also like in depth with that. I heard him talking about that 2 years ago one time, and then like recently like also like again with mannequins types that are like every time like when you like look at them, you know, when they're like following you, they like freeze, you know, or that they're like at weird kind of places here and there. Got the title of #1 monster ever. Yes. And I will not be surprised if people like have drawn him in this way. I don't know. But this is like something he deserved, because he shot this freaky setup film and he will get freaky fan art for that. You dug your own grave. He hates mannequin. This new game full of mannequins, some of our things. Begging to recommend it to. Ah, yes, okay. He likes them. I do like remember he talked about it in depth, but I didn't like. I didn't thought it was like a hate or something. But I think I remembered it wrong. Well, we know like what kind of ghost monsters. But like at there. I keep it simple for now. The stream will be like not longer than 3 hours. I kind of wanted to keep it under 2 hours. Like at the 1 hour 16 mark? Yes. I feel like it will take like a little bit. Not like satisfied with the backpack. I don't know. It's like hate, he will smack it if they move. Yeah, okay, yeah. If you can. Like some games you can fight back and some games you cannot. In these games where you can like not really fight, yeah. You have like a lot more hate maybe, I don't know. To be honest, like for me, what do I wanted to say? For me, like with art, for me it's better to be done than perfect. And this is like chibi art style anyways, you don't have to be perfect there. At the same time I have to be happy with my drawing. So sometimes I have to like prioritize either my happiness or like that the art is done. Mostly I like focus on like that the art is done. I have to like do a lot of compromises on like getting a little bit of extra time, but don't go overboard. Back in the days I couldn't like really finish artworks because I was like, that's kind of the artist's curse, that you are the perfectionist, you know? I kind of limit myself. Like, if it's maybe longer than 3 hours, you know, then maybe because I'm like, it's like a really difficult kind of piece, you know? Or I'm just like not understanding a certain part, but yeah. I think like a battle artwork I didn't like really finish since I didn't understand like cream, but maybe I could like do it really simple. Picture of cream. Short's fine too. Fantastic. Doing so much I forgot my game. Oh gosh. This is my power. That's like why I have to limit my streams to like 3 hours. At least you can't draw your attention to the chibi art too. Yeah, the thing is like with chibi, it's just like you lose details, the amount of details you can include, but you can express a lot more on like how dumb something is, you know? How silly something is. Or just like how happy, sad, angry they are. Since you can exaggerate it, there's a lot more there. It's like why things like Hello Kitty, you know? Things like cartoons do well. Since they are like more simplistic. But to be honest, we do love our waifus and husbandos, you know, if they look more detailed. There's more beauty in that. But if you like work with emotes, for example, you can't really like capture that in this small format, so we go back to this style. And yeah, it works. I think like the Shinri Wii's emotes, I see like a lot of usage in that. Like even outside of his stream, like in the official whole life, and not official, let's say unofficial. It's like a whole live fan Discord, and also like in a Holostars fan Discord, and I do like see the Shinri Wii's emotes there. Yeah, when I see that, I can't like unhear his love, his Wii's. It's a sound of happiness. But it's kind of like, you know. It's like infectious laughing, I suppose. His laugh. But yeah, that's like what I want to say when like the simplistic art style is like helpful and can be superior to like detailed arts. Yes, I even probably use Uwe sometimes on conversation. Yeah. I mean, yeah, when you do like people, you do tend to like copy some of their habits. Like people do that. It's nothing unusual. I think like I do like copy it like from him, maybe it's yeah, I don't suppose. Or maybe from like, who else? Like, you know, scoffing at something. You know. I think after watching Breaking Bad, I really like scoff a lot. Scoff a lot. I do remember like Axel, he talked like more like Jesse, more and more. It's like not exactly like him, but it's like more Jesse coded. Jesse Pinkman. Hello Mac, welcome to the art stream. Drawing Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English. Tempus right now. Welcome. Yeah. Like it went even so far like with Axel that he had like a video upload, you know, with like animations. And it's like really like strongly referenced with a strong reference on like Breaking Bad. There was the van, he has like the beanie on. It's like cooking, you know, like something, and then like, oh yeah, yo, we need to cook. I think like he was there with RPR, I suppose, yeah. And yeah, there's like more fan art where like the axolotls or like the Holostars enjoyer drawing him with a beanie. Animation for Tempus week. The animations were like really great. Like some of the ideas surely like came from Vespa and like probably like it's similar to like Team Fortress, you know. Meet the scouts, meet the heavy weapons guy, you know, something like that. Meet Tempus. And there were like some ideas there. Like I was from his PCR GTA years ago. Hey, it's cool. I also remember this one fan animation. Nothing official, but like this fan animation where he had like his what was this again? Ah, Glizzy, you know? The Glizzinator, something like that. Activated Glizzy mode, something like that. And then he simulated sort of like gobbling multiple Glizzies down on his throat or something like that. This was like during an Apex stream or whatever. And yeah, this was like not a solo Apex stream, it was like with teammates, I think. He was there with RPR, then like I think with one female VTuber there, and she's like JP, and I don't know like why he did pull that out, I don't know. Not the Glizzy Overdrive, yeah. It's so old, I forgot the name, but yeah, it was the Glizzy Overdrive. I don't know how he got into things like that, when the things he got like back, like when he got into anime are like kind of like ancient, you know, like you could like say boomer, but it's not really boomer. But he's still young, younger than me. He kinda like docks his age at some point. Like unintentionally. Not really like how old exactly he is, but you know, I got like a good grasp on like, okay, he's like around there. It was just like something I had on stream, like live. And I was like, yeah. And then I saw like some of the comments and be like, I think like maybe it was not Holostars Discord, something like that. Like people are only chatting in the official YouTube chat. And you can like see things. But I do like his Satsudans, to be honest. I do like him. He's very Japanese though, I must like say. And like how he receives things. He's like a little bit more on the Aussie side, but also like very Japanese. Like can't read between lines or something like that. and takes it on face value. But he has ways on like being wholesome and sharing wisdom, something like that. But he's half Japanese, half Aussie. Yeah, I mean, yeah. It was clear. It got confirmed at some point. I had like at some point a concrete evidence and I'd be like, yeah. So it's like he came in delinquent. He is, yeah, pretty much. Like with Vesper and like Magni not being like the corpo. Axel is like pretty much my favorite. It's like maybe like, yeah. Can't really rank them, but I do enjoy his Satsudans, Shinri's, and like Axel's ones. Even though Axel has like some tendencies where be like, you little brat, get back to the talking, don't play like Grand Blue Fantasy off stream, you know, and like talk about that, focus on the topic, you know. But yeah, like where he does like gachas on streams or like farming gold nuggets or whatever, you know. But when he like gets back to the topic, it's like pretty interesting, and he has like some crazy stories. And he was, you know, sometimes I have like the feeling when I was like younger that some girls were into me. Sometimes you have like this kind of ego boost, you know, when you feel like, yeah, I'm popular, or some are like into me. You know, like some men first and some drown. And Axel, man, he drowned. He's like, he was the harem protagonist, and it's like, oh. And I remember like RPR and like Vespa being like super jealous at him, be like, you little, you know, why you? It should have been me, not you. It was like so bizarre, but also very detailed. You didn't make the story up. Yeah, he got smacked by the fan while Shinri the opposite. Yes. Like, it's like what I think sometimes you do want to pick a fight with him. Not the story had to be new kyatto. Yeah. I don't know. I like the shape then. Yeah, the shape. It's like the shape. I don't know. I got the right idea. It's just a shape. Looks like a baseball. Ozzy has said if FF9 got remake, he will cut this ball. What the hell? He's getting really inspired by Vespa, huh? But I do like his attitude, to be honest. Especially like after the boys were like gone, like after there were like 2 boys in Tempus, HQ. He does look back at the time and he's like not really angry or anything. He's just like, oh, good times, something like that. Reminiscing, looking at old VODs. He's a good boy. I would like hate it for him to be tainted, you know, like him being like edgy, sad boy, you know, whatever. Even though he's like something of a homework, you know, like of trouble. There's like something charming about it, you know, which keeps making me coming back to him. I don't know. I think a lot of like fans have like that for the Oshis as well. Maybe you have like some things you don't like about them, but there's still something, you know, that you do enjoy about them, and you keep coming back for that. Yeah. And to be honest, if you do see faults into something you enjoy, then you really enjoy it, you know? It's like why people like rant, you know? Like Shinri is also like ranting. Because he cares so much about the things he talks about. So it makes him really genuine. Just like, you know, I do like my waifus, I do like my cute girls and such, you know? I'm like into that, but sometimes I do like to hang out with the pros, and Axel has just this pro energy, you know? Shinri is like a little bit of... he's a weird friend, but I don't have like the pro vibes with him yet, but maybe we're getting there, you know? Yep, he did have Melancholy Day, but I still love him. Trying his best to be Aniki for the one got wounded by that. Yeah. I do remember like his membership posts as well, and he has his vibes really much. He really like feels that. To be honest, I don't really like, I do get the memberships like via those gacha, you know, like Anji, like when people like gift like memberships. And I think like it works in the system, like the more you comment or like live chat, the higher the probability. Especially if it's like in the waiting room, you know, before the stream starts. When like Shinri, for example, had like his Project Zomboid streams, that's like where I started to chat the most. And then I got like my one. And I think like I got like to see his post like about April. What happened in April. And yeah, I think like really pretty much like the boys are really thoughtful. Like they do be aware of the events outside. And also like address that, even though dope, a little more private. Like even like Exo, he did like reference to like event like last year. There were like a lot of graduations, like something like that. I can't really like go in detail, you know. It's like supposed to be like exclusive content. And don't share too much. Like even in the fan discords, it's like, yeah, we have to keep that on our reps, you know. And then I respect that. Time will tell, and I will do my best to spread the best moments of Koi that up. Yeah, let's get to talk. To be honest, like with the boys, that you want to, that one wants to spread love, you know. They're underrated, yes. But I don't really see a problem with that. Like if the boys themselves don't see a problem in that, then yeah, it's like good enough. They do deserve more, but I think like there's also like charm in like working steadily towards a goal, instead of like being bombarded with like 1 million subs like right at the beginning before you can get adjusted to it. Like we don't, if there's like another Gura, I think like they will have like have to deal with the same problems, and yeah, they cannot handle that. I do like enjoyed like how Gerard worked towards his 100k and got to celebrate. I think like he's like pretty happy too. Yeah, foundation. To be honest, when you're like number oriented, you get like if you focus on numbers, you know, like if your happiness or sadness, like your mood depends just on numbers, it's not a good mindset. And if you're like a fan with this kind of mindset, it's like also not great. But there's also like the saying that like chat reflects streamer, you know? Like if the streamer is like pretty chill, then maybe the chat is too. I don't know. I think like I like the sketch a lot more, but big backpack. Let me look at the designs. That are they? Oversized. Actually, I make it bulky. Like if it goes, I'm gonna remove it again. And the sketch looks a lot better. Moving again. No, all the progress. Well, just want to spread the love to the area. I have no fandom friends at you. Harvest Moon rucksack. Yeah, let's say it like that. To be honest, I haven't like played any of those slow, chill games like Harvest Moon. Don't really have much of a mental image there. Played like a little bit of Animal Crossing, so maybe I can like imagine that, you know? I want to have like backpacks, but you know, like the cartoonishly big backpack. And then I pull out like whatever out of that. Like a truck, for example, like a building. I don't play it, but I do watch my Unc and all. Oh, I see. I mean, to be honest, those are like chill games. You can like relax. It's like slow pace enough, so you don't have to be like worried about the action, you know? You can just play it at your own pace. Maybe old people will enjoy like certain kind of streamer that are like respecting their kind of pacing. Yeah, let's say like that, pacing. Technique. center. This is the center and center. There and there. Okay. So it needs to be placed here. There and there. And I'm gonna make it bulky around. The backpack is fighting for dear life since he's like over encumbered. Like Shinri likes to be at like a maximum weight or like above the maximum weight, and then he loses a lot of stamina, and this might be like the reason why he's like can't like escape the horde. I remember like Gibby had like the same issue too. He was like over encumbered, you know, like wanted to like climb over the tall fence, and then Gerard was like, "You're too heavy," you know. Even though Gerard was like the most skilled in playing the game, he died first, I think. Like the most capable one dies first. And we have like the typical order in a zombie apocalypse series. It was always like the suspicion, okay, who's dying first? Axel, you know, but it was not him. It was not really like him dying first, it was always like Vespa. So in a sense, maybe like Shinri's really like dying first in a zombie apocalypse. Maybe you will not survive like how you like where like he had a talk about like he could probably survive a zombie apocalypse, and then he's like the mad scientist and everything, but maybe he will like not survive, you know. And it's gonna be gonna be Battle, maybe Fleon, probably Battle who like will carry on the baton for all of them. It's like, no, all my friends died, no. And then with all the weight of the, you know, like your friends like being gone, you carry on forward. The Tarkov deck. Shinri loves to play Tarkov stream. Just to hitch his modding beta. No, yeah. Look, Kochi, welcome. Art stream trying Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English. Tempus, welcome. I'm not gonna answer this question. Has nothing to do with what I'm talking. Hello, Mellow, Yami again. You woke up. Ohio. Good morning. Well, I don't mind if you guys sleep during that while during the stream. Sleeping is important. Some people like say it's overrated, but man, I do like see the importance in like sleeping. I have like a lot of like sleeping extras, you know. I got during the vacation, for example, I do notice like that hotel beds, they were amazing. I didn't really pay much attention, but like my brother like addressed it, and it's like when we hang out in the Airbnb, he was like mostly in the bed and was like feeling so comfortable, and he was like ranting about how great the pillow was and the mattress, and if they would like check out, he would like steal the pillow and everything. But yeah, after his rant, I really was like more conscious about laying down on the bed and was like, yeah, bro, you're cooking something. This pillow, this bed is actually like feeling nice. Yeah, how are you? Yeah, I fell asleep immediately, your voice was calming. Fantastic. And I'm doing like my job. Speaking of hotels, I'm at a hotel right now. Cool. Hope your service like great. I don't know why, but hotel bed always been amazing. Yes. Like my Robert was like even so amazed by those beds that he like wanted to know what brand, what kind of pillows did you use, you know, what is the mattress, you know, where did you bought that, and it's like not like noted in there anywhere because it has like just like the brand name of the hotel on it, you know, like when you have like a possession, you like put on your name shield on that, right? And when they just removed like the brand stuff, just like put their own name on that, like the name of the hotel. And yeah, you don't really like able to like backtrack, like where do you get that from? And since Oz was like introvert friendly, so you have to do everything online, you can like enter the room, Airbnb with like just having a pin code. There's like not really opportunity to like ask. It was Airbnb, not hotel, but it was pretty much built like a hotel, I must like say. And yeah, all I can like really, the only place where I can really ask is like via the Airbnb review, you know, like where you can like leave a personal message to like the host. I don't know, maybe they will answer, maybe not. But if it's like that, all you can do to like research on like a good bed is just like you go like into those furniture stores like IKEA, and if there's a bed section, do a test, you know, like jump into the bed, lay down on it, and then it's like if it's a good, then you can just like feel if it's like exactly the bed you like slept in the hotel or maybe. Yeah, I'm tempted to steal it. Great. Well, it just means it's a good bed. Comfy bed, aircon, free Wi-Fi, it's fine with me. Cool. I think like it's kind of basic that like some hotels or Airbnbs offer that, like with free Wi-Fi, you know. Air conditioner is not necessary, but during summer, you know, it is a basic need, else you're gonna die. I am like fine with no air conditioner, but I had like friends in my travel group who really like needed that to be in order to like fall asleep. They like it a little bit colder. Could also like be just like the air temperature that they want to like to adjust. Can also be there. Since it's raining, I'm freezing. Yeah. I mean, like, I just remember, I do have like a memory that in the sea, when summer it can get really hot. But if it's raining, fantastic. When you don't, it's like fine as you can just turn the aircon off. Yeah, let's do that. Turning it off. Turning it down. Okay, this also works. Yeah, I think like, yeah, a better design. It's not directly a Project Zomboid backpack. Let's say I don't really remember how they look anymore. I played it like 2 years ago. And to be honest, Project Zomboid is really a time sink. Hello, back from the gym. Hello 8, welcome to the art stream. I'm drawing Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English. Tempus, welcome. Huge backpack, yes. It's this kind of playstyle. He likes to have. He likes to carry a lot. This is like my third attempt on like drawing a backpack for him. I was not satisfied with like the 2 before. I went like in the right direction for the second one, but I just couldn't like nail the silhouette, I suppose. It goes in the right direction. Not sure if I like stay there. But I have to be done, so I think I'm gonna stick with that, color quickly, and then yeah, call it a day. What's inside our fridge? Well, are we here at Pandora's box? If you believe there's food, then there's food. You never opened it, so yeah, you'll never be sure like what actually is inside there. Like in my fridge there's yummy food. Mostly like vegetables. And like some stuff for like sandwiches, like slices of cheeses, slices of Wurst, they call it. German. Wurst. Like sausage slices, you could like say. I have like some veggies. Some sweets. Some meat in there. Like most of my food is like home cooked, so I have like usually like a lot in there to be able to like make myself like food. Also like canned food. I have like some instant ramen. But I'm not much of a ramen eater, it's just like in emergency. If I like pretty lazy to like cook right now, I don't have rice or anything like left, I'm just gonna use that. Like instant ramen. Sometimes like just a bread and like canned food is like fine. Like it's mostly like tuna, like fish, canned fish. On my part. Thing is like fish in Japan is like the best because like fresh, but if you're in Europe, it's like pretty much a hit or miss. With canned food you can never go wrong, to be honest. It doesn't like go bad for a long while. But there's also like always like preferences. I know like my siblings, like at least I know like my little sister, she doesn't really like canned food, like canned fish. I think I don't remember like her explanation was. But I can like kinda like think on like why. Maybe the aroma, you know. Fish, huh? Reminds me she attempted to make grilled fish with gas stove. Oh. I do remember like something about him like extinguishing a fire. It's always like, it's like in this one meme, you know, like where there's one man and then he has like multiple dogs on his lines. And multiple lines, you know, and he has to make like interesting poses with his arms, like how they're like crossed in contrast to his body to keep it all under control. I think like Shinri is like pretty much the one guy who has to like manage multiple problems at once like that. But I don't remember like this him making, you know. Was an accident also. Okay, that's better. Okay, now the color has to like carry it. To be honest, it does look okay like now. It does look okay without the color. The back doesn't stand out too much. It's just like the silhouette of Shinri here now. Okay, did like a pretty decent job. Alright, let's color. We all still waiting for his handcam cake decorating stream. Oh yes, yes, yes. I do remember like him. He like told us that he has like work experience in this area. That's the only problem with him, is just his body temperature is like so high or something like that. That the chocolate or like the butter and everything is like melting just in his hands just so fast. Something like that. Remember? But technically he can make cake. He has the skills. And yeah, I never like... I do not remember that he had like done any streams in this direction of like making cake. I would be interested, to be honest. Like, how would that look like? But at the same time, if you do want to make cake, you say like cake decorating stream. Okay, never mind. If you decorate cake, you can have gloves on, yeah. And he said like he had experience in that. That because his hands are like so warm that he has like high body temperature, it was like so that he let his partner, or like at least the work partner, you know, make the cake and he decorates it. Something like that. I do know the lore. I do know the lore about the boys and some trivia. Not everything, but I know like something. I can have like some interesting talks, even when it comes to like to other companies or like indie VTubers. At least like the more common VTubers, common indie VTubers, you know. Like, to be honest, I don't know everything. If it's like corpo, then yeah, I can like talk a fair bit. He can hold 8 eggs in one hand, also did make sugar-coated fruit too. Wow. To be honest, when you see the avatar, you don't expect the streamer and the avatar look similar. I think like Flair, for example, kind of told, was like a little bit open that the way, like he was not really open about that, but he, you know, like if he uses words, it can kind of like lead this way. Like, Flair looks intimidating in real life, but when he speaks, he's like, oh, he's a nice guy, something like that. When he was like saying that, I do like imagine looks like a delinquent or like really masculine compared to like as Flayon, like in X-Loyan, like this little boy with not enough power, you know, flesh on his bones, something like that. So yeah, when you say like Shinri can like hold in one hand 8 eggs, maybe he really looks similar to, you know, this avatar, or has like at least the same body structure. I don't know. Can't just have oversized hands. I don't know. Could be a gorilla. Yeah, he's strong, but the avatar doesn't really show it. Yeah. I forgot to draw his little beard. I think I can do it afterwards. Or maybe do it now before I forget it. I do tend to forget those details. Little details. He has a little bit of a beard. I don't know, how do you call it, stopples? Like it's not noticeable. It's just like little. Kinda weird to draw like a beard on chibis, but yeah, have to be like accurate with the design. X on the other hand, I don't know, but I feel like even the avatar the same size though. I think maybe there is like a connection. Yeah, just a little scruff. I removed the front color. Suppose I did. No wonder it's like a little bit light with the black. Suppose. Let's stick with that, else everything else like appears more off balance. Shinri still gets card check every time he buys alcohol. Okay. Let's see. And I really like chose the one. Yeah, when the avatar, like when the voice and avatar matches, that's cool, but the appearance doesn't always like match, right? And you have like a little bit of a curse to like deal with. In that regard. Yeah, man. Don't know. But it's like genius, you know, like with VTubing to be honest. I do appreciate like having like avatar as well, you know. I can like be free, I can be me. The boys too. You don't have to be afraid to be judged, you know. Like if everyone knows that Shinri is like a weirdo who's into ghost, and then like some of his friends or like his old boss or like his teacher, you know, see the stream and be like, hey, I heard you are like have like those weird sides. Why didn't you tell me? Holy crap, you're weird. And yeah, this can have consequences for like real life as well. But if you can just be anonymous, you know, there's like a lot of like advantages of that. A lot of pros. You can just be yourself. But it does sound interesting when there's a really big contrast between like what they're on stream and then real life. That's on the appearance, you know. You could never like tell if it's them unless you hear their voice really clearly. In the exact tone like when you hear them on stream. Like the way I sound in real life and the way I sound like on stream is also pretty different. Like I can't speak calmly in real life really. My voice is like on the silent side. And then people could be like, ah, I don't understand you, speak louder youngster. They're gonna be like old people, you know, who can't like hear well. And then just like the little zoomer who has to like shout at them, like I have to like you know, be loud and like that. But I have to, you know. I said it's time to go to bed, Grandma! Bros being bros. Might be a story about Trangibi who did not hide his voice, etc. But Jiraiya just went panic paranoia on the subway. Ah, yeah. They have like... the boys have recognizable voices, Jiraiya especially. But at the same time, he like flexes with his voice acting, voice imitation skills, you know. So this, yeah, you have like something to cover yourself up with, you know. There's like safety. But even not speaking at all is also like an option. In Japan, I think it can work, since it's like pretty introvert friendly, like how things are designed there. Yips are amazing, almost mimic Virgil from DMC perfectly. I think this was like the white-haired guy, the blue coats, and the long katana. Like in this one meme, you know, like, you want it, to take it. Something like that. Yeah, I think I remember correctly. But yeah, this series is like about edgy, cool boys, or like young mans that are like way too edgy still. And this is like, I think, right at the alley for like Gerard. So yeah. Yes. It's right up his alley. I can see that. I have to retry everything. The lines. I got the wrong color. I like the line weight, but it's just like the color intensity. It's like, it just like fades. Okay, I have to do all that. I have to do line art. I don't like that. It's like not black, it's just like slightly. It's like a lot more darker tone of like. But while like in this progress, let's chat. Usually, is an art stream? Yes, you do see art and everything. But because this progress takes time, I do have to compensate the compensate for the, and it's gonna be like a pretty boring stream. Can like see the progress from 0 to finish, start to finish, how you say it. But usually like in all streams categories, I think like talking is like really necessary. Even commentary about like what's happening on stream, this can like suffice. I really like Vespa streams for that, especially like if he played Project Zomboid, or like when Roos played like Hunt Showdown. Like it was really professional. Like a lot of people, like me, let's say, didn't really know like what to expect of Hunt Showdown. I like just saw like Altia and Vespa played once together, but Roos like explained it so well, and like the meta, like how difficult it is to play alone when we have a group, but he still likes to play alone. It's like really hardcore, and then he goes really in depth, and that's like while he's still playing, you know. I kind of like surprised like that he can still like keep up with this high level of play while like talking with us, you know, like while explaining us what's going on. And it's like made like the Hunt Showdown stream like really nice, especially because it was 1 hour long. I had like the longing for more. It was like still during the limit of like, okay, 1 hour streams. And I think this was like really like a perfect, this was a perfect one. The streams afterwards, the other Hunt Showdown streams were like great, I know, but some things like lacking because it was like not the same magic as the first time. Same thing with like Vespa, like, you know, it's just like the first time. It's like short enough. It was like, I felt very satisfied. It's just like convincing a child to eat his veggies, you know, something like that. And yeah, I got this nice experience out of that. Like trying to eat my veggies, like trying to learn about this new game. Oh, Shinri's Zombot waiting room is up. Yeah, he streams like in less than an hour, from an hour for now. During this time I have to like go and like go learn. I hope I can be done. If not, so be it. This will be not my first time. I just like that mistake with the color for like the outlines. I could still go with that, to be honest. Actually, let's try. Can do a layer. Actually, forgot that this was an option. I don't have to retry everything. I can just do a layer about that. How do I do this? Clipping and do everything black, I suppose. I forgot this was an option. Yeah, it's better. Oh, I could have saved so much time. Holy crap. Okay, clipping. Okay, this yeah. Something is like weird here, but this can work. Make a layer. Yeah, I forgot. I'm not used to clip steer. I do use it every time, but I do forget every single time that there is this option. You can't do that. Can't do that actually. Ah, I forgot. Why did I waste time with that? Yeah, now I can like just focus on coloring. Yes. But that's why I address myself as a beginner artist, self-proclaimed. I still have to learn. Mada. Still have to learn. Okay. Can't. He has a blue arm. He has a cool tattoo on his arm there. What do I do about this backpack? How much color? You're like a traditional artist who can get used on layer. Time will tell. Yeah. To be honest, the way I learned art is also traditional. I lived like in a time at least like an environment where I couldn't access the internet. I had to learn art via textbooks, visiting an art course. And yeah, it was like really like drawn on paper, not digitally. Like trying to get used to like drawing on a graphic tablet was also like something I had to get used to. Scary. And yeah. But I do see the advantages, even though I'm better at like traditional art. I do see advantages in being able to draw on Clipstudio Paint to do the digital art. You don't need to buy paper, you don't need to buy new pencils. You can like save a lot of money, and with that like you know, do more for the world, for the environment. Besides the particular part of like Ctrl Z, Ctrl Z when you do like mistake, you can just undo that. While me, I can't draw. Yeah. I mean, if you don't really want to learn how to draw, I mean, it's fine. Like, it's a choice if you want to learn. If you're just not talented for it, then it's also a different issue. Like everyone has the reason why they do like certain hobbies and why not. Sometimes it's like time, you know, that's just lacking. Amazing, self-learn for basic repeatedly. That was great effort that body one foot. Yeah, like if you do digital arts as a traditional artist, you have to relearn drawing. You still have like some know-how, with like the body structure, with some effects and such, but you have to relearn it. You basically do it from scratch. I don't know. And self-learning is viable. I mean, like, people like Ina, she's self-taught. And she's amazing. So you don't need like all the diplomas, studying and such. Like officially do some things in order to like, you know, be okay, now you can do professional art. You know, you can apply here and there. No, it's just like, yeah, like with the time of internet, everyone can become an artist if they want to. You can't find everything there. Yeah, I'm talking about art. While this is an art stream, makes sense, I think. Yeah, I guess I have to watch the VOD from Shinri. Not able to like go there. We'll leave a like. Maybe I'll comment after I watch it. What gang here? I do like the Project Zomboid streams. To be honest, I sometimes don't have to watch them. I can just listen and be like, sure, okay, this I can be like sure what happened with him. It's not like it's like Undertale, you know, where you can just like listen, okay, he's at this point, but you know, you get really familiar with a game. I think you can like tell by like feel, just nudge. You're laughing, but yeah, I mean, people be like, I don't know what you're talking about, you know? But I'm like, I mean, it's an art stream, of course. I talk about art streams, you know? About the art, how to do that. Me too, I mostly like cartoon, so it's like background radio for me. Yeah. Then I became like more lurker. And I only like chat if I see it like necessary. Like if everyone is like Lemao, haha, then I can just join in without any issue. But if it comes like to parts on like, okay, how do I do this? Can anyone help me? Then yeah, I need the game knowledge in order to like help. Mostly I have like the answer, and then I can like be like, hey, you do it like this, or like press A, or something like that. Jimmy morning stream is midnight for me, the lullaby for me. Okay, that's fantastic. I think like when it's morning in the west, it's like the sun goes down for like it's like nighttime for the east. Like midnight. For us it's just like prime time evening, like 7 PM, 8 PM. For me it's like 6 PM, so when he's like starts with Zomboid. But yeah, if he's like in Japan, I don't know like how big of an issue that will be for me. But yeah, I will just stick to VODs. It's not too big of an issue. No, like what can I do here? Shot for orange too. It will stand out too much. Focus should be on Shinri. Can go with that. I think I like the lighter tone. Okay, let's go with that. Like Shinri has like his weird, he has like his randomness, I must like say. Even though he can be talking slowly, he's talking clearly, you know. There's like his weird moments, I must like not only like when he talks about ghosts. I don't know like how to make the sounds. I will like try, but sometimes there's like this moments where he's like I think like when he's like takes a step back and when he's like I don't know like how do I think I was able to do it one time, but he's like just unleashing something out of him. It sounds so alpha, just like so male, you know. The stretches? Maybe it's like the stretches, I don't know. But why does he have to make the sounds? If I'm actually like, but he's like, so I don't know how he does that. Yeah. My nose is like blocked. I think like he does it like via the nose. Making weird sounds. But to be honest, I sometimes have like my moments where I play with my voice. I do like different voices and everything. Okay, maybe the tattoo, I can like work on a little bit on that. And the outlines, something orange. Doesn't have to be hyper detailed, something to make it justice. And those ones. Now keep it simple. Okay. Okay. Once the basic color is done, there's not much to do. Should be like done shortly. But yeah, usually like when my work shift is not in the morning, but like afternoon. I'm able to like use Shinri's stream as a background music. You say like background music, right? When I get to play, I get to listen to him play it. And sometimes he has like something to talk about, but it's never like in depth, you know, since he's like also playing and like focusing on like at the same time, like what to do next. Since it's somewhat, it can like get boring if you don't have a goal. You know, objective. It's just only like survive. At some point you're at like a point where you don't have to worry about surviving. And then it's like it gets boring pretty quick. Yeah, I like at this point. And I think if I'm gonna play Zomboid, I'm gonna try to get to Louisville. Get to the strip club. Like something really weird. Like similar like how Vespa, when he played like Project Zomboid, that he like collected underwear. I'm pretty much like that when he did it. Like it's just a bit, you know. Ho ho ho, lace. Black lace. Let's go. And then he had like a locker, you know. 20 kilogram underwear, I'm rich. My treasure. And then Senpai would like come in and be like weirded out. And be like, no, it's not what you think it is! No, come back! I can explain! And when he got like in a room, you know, got to talk with like his Holostars Senpai, and then be like, Vespa? Pantsu? Yeah. No. Those were like cool moments. Those were like pretty great. And he was like, okay, I'm gonna stop the bit. The senpais called me a pervert or something. I'm gonna not do that in the future anymore. You know, when you have like something of a weird quirk in a gameplay, it can be like it's just like fantastic clip material. So you need like something of a weird goal, you know. Let's go, I made this a stripper! Yeah. Something like that. Hello Fairy Tale Master, welcome to the stream. I'm trying Josuiji Shinri from Holostars English. Tempus. Welcome. Well, because he's still beginning on the game, so it will be later. I think he had interest on collecting plushie. Hey, that's cool. The Spiffo plushies? Those are like hard to get by. I remember like during my gameplays, playthroughs, I tried to collect them also to like decorate my base. And I got them all via foraging, I think, like 40, build 41 were, build 40 maybe, but still super broken. Like foraging. You can also like get a generator via foraging, or like gas cans with like some gas in it. I got like used to the playstyle like really early because at some point there will be no electricity, there will be no water, so you have to like make sure to like find food by yourself. And like actually foraging, you can like find mushrooms, you can like find some veggies, you know, and then with those veggies you can maybe like plant stuff, like if you get seeds out of the veggie, like if it's a fresh veggie, you know, like wild veggie. The game is like so deep. The game is deep. It has like a lot of like stuff in there. Like the underwear is like so unnecessary, you know? Like why did you program like that thing in there? Like all the zombies in the game. It's like maybe like thousands, you know, like of code, and this item does nothing, you know? Just be a decorative. Like Vespa commented on that, and I think like the only usage for that is like maybe as fuel for like the oven, you know? Like if you need like burn fodder. I tried that, doesn't really work, so actually it's just like a waste of space. Just like, yeah. An item you like give to like almost every zombie. But some zombies don't have them. When if Vespa try to like loot a zombie, then he's like underwear. What? You're like so interested what you thought of underwear? I do really like the spits, you know. He really got into that. I got invested into it as well. I was a little bit sad when he like stopped, but I think like this was a good moment to stop a bit there. Like you have to like know when to stop. Like let's not cross the line, right? He like knew like at what point to stop, but sometimes he does not know. I do remember always like, can I talk about this? I will talk about this. But he has this moments where he's like stops himself and it's just like, yeah, he's not gonna squeal. I really enjoyed the time with him. I watched every single Zatsudan stream he did. His gameplay streams, like the really long ones like Outer Wilds, I still have to like watch after I like played the game. It's still like, I still have this streamer mindset, you know? And like avoiding games until like I played them. Like avoiding streams that stream the game while I played them. It's just like, it has been like few days ago. Like the exact day when like graduated. Like the announcement like came. I saw like some fan art and I was like, what was it about? Ah yeah. It's like the exact day when like the boys. But it was kind of surprising to be honest. Out of nowhere. They had the new models, they look like so nice in those ones. But yeah, every time there's like Project Zomboid talk, sometimes I can't avoid like talking about Grandpa. And I think like the Project Zomboid enjoyer, like those people who like got into that because of Grandpa, yeah, can enjoy like appreciate like Shinri's playthrough. Like I appreciate it too. What he does there. Like tries to get in. It's like mind of the motivation of like, yeah, my zombie stream, I can like play it out, you know. Oh, I can make them like I'm legend zombies or something like that, you know. I love that he's getting excited and I hope he's like gonna play for a long while. It's a good filler game, I must like say. Pretty in-depth and you can get really good at the game. Maybe you can like do these challenges, you know. Like there was this one challenge. Like the worst start, I don't really know like what it was, but it's like you are in the shower, you're naked, you're bleeding from your crotch, you are like cold, you have like a really nasty cold and your house is burning. Something like that. Maybe you could like do the challenge if it gets like better. I know like Altair failed it so many times. Let her go. Okay, fantastic. I'm like almost done as well. I will catch the last hour later on VOD. Alright. You don't have to, but I appreciate it. Have a nice one. I really enjoyed the talk. Enjoy it with the talk. Next time. Great. I do like to talk, to be honest, because I can't really do that. I can't really be that open in real life about like things I have like in mind. I feel really free when I can talk on stream, even with no audience, you know. But there's always like the probability, you know. Maybe someone will like check the VT and be like, what the hell is this guy? But actually, yeah, let him cook. I do like what he's talking about. Keep talking, you know. And I will not get bored. Something like that. I don't really like know. To be honest, I was like not much of a talker, or I was like not thinking much about talking on stream. But there were like some aspects I really like about the Satsudan streams. I do tend to watch more and more often. I feel like thanks to Respa, I really like enjoyed like Satsudan streams. Crazy stories, but everyone has their own style. Like even like Battle, like his week in review, I do like enjoy. Huck has his own style too. Fleon, he doesn't go in depth because he's got like he's gonna share about not about his life. He's gonna talk in depth, you know. Like everyone has their own approach. Altair, I think his strength is like something different than like random talk. I did give him a chance several times. But let's say like if he comes back after a long break or whatever, or if he's like having a 1 hour kind of Satsudan streams, like if it's a short burst, he's like pretty good. Like I'm like pretty much a Satsudan connoisseur, I would like say. I have like my know-hows. Okay, this is S tier, this is A tier, this is S plus tier, you know. I have like kind of like my head a tier list, you know, but I'm not sharing that ever. It's just like, yeah, you don't really like tier lists are cringe, you know. You don't share them. I don't share them. But if you're like asking, okay, who's like a good Satsudan streamer, you know, who do you recommend? And I can be like, yeah, I can like do this, you know. I can like give recommendations. Or if you like this kind of thing, go ahead there. If you like something like horror talk, or like I like to scared about horror but want to get into it, Shinri, you know, something like that. Battle, it's like pretty spontaneous of him. He doesn't have a script or any stuff, but he's like pretty good as like entertaining and like coming off with like jokes, bits on the go. It's like pretty authentic with him, like stand-up comedy. He doesn't necessarily try to be funny, you know, but it sometimes can work. He had like some really great bits with the beginning of the streams, for example. But once he's like in, sometimes when it goes in, it does like wear off. No. Then he just goes into normal talks, normal Satsudan, and to be honest, yeah, I don't mind. Like Satsudan are great. Get to know like a lot about random things. Sometimes they have like story time. Like Axel had like plenty of stories I did like enjoy listening to. Like he has like his unhinged moments. Maybe it's not unhinged. He's like actually like he's just his Aussie side. He's pretty pure. Axel's so pure. He's like the most say-so. I really would say he's like really say-so. Innocent boy. He hasn't like seen the darkness of like a lot of things yet. But at the same time, he has like seen a lot. He was the horror protagonist. Okay, I think I leave this at that. Let me see if I like missed out anything. Like, let's see here. Oh yeah, I missed. I did like went overboard with something. Like I have to make sure that's like good as an RPG. I don't really have to make sure, but if the boys are gonna use it, you know. Like I had some achievements with like Holo Pro using my art as or something like thumbnail. The first one who did it was Amelia Watson. Ame. But yeah, but just getting a like from them is also like something I'm satisfied with. Even if they don't see it, it's like also fine. I'm just like drawing for fun. But yeah, with the weekly drawing streams, it's just like me. I'm trying to try every single Holo Pro. I want to get closer to this goal. Since this is my first time drawing Shinri, this is like one of the check mark. And I do like his new trip, like especially like without the suit, it's just like this here. Let's draw shadows. Let's move out. Let's move. I'm gonna save that. Should like leave a watermark somewhere. Well, yes, I do like to add a lot of things. Oh. Somewhere small. I don't know. And if you zoom out, you don't see it anymore. Barely noticeable. Alright, this will be all for now. Thank you all for watching and listening. That I'm gonna say have a nice rest of the day, evening, or good night, whatever time zone the world you all are. With that, I'm gonna say bye bye.